The Punic Wars were a series of three significant conflicts fought between the Roman Republic and the ancient city-state of Carthage, located in present-day Tunisia. These wars occurred between 264 and 146 BCE and were pivotal in shaping the course of Western civilization, ultimately leading to the dominance of Rome in the Mediterranean world. The Punic Wars are named after the Latin word for Carthaginian, punicus, reflecting the central role of Carthage in these conflicts.
First Punic War, 264 to 241 BCE. The First Punic War began in 264 BCE and was primarily a naval conflict fought over control of Sicily, a strategically important island in the Mediterranean. Before the war, Carthage was a dominant maritime power, controlling significant territories in North Africa, Spain, and several Mediterranean islands, including parts of Sicily. Rome, on the other hand, was a burgeoning republic with ambitions of expanding its influence. The war was sparked by a dispute between the cities of Messana, modern-day Messina, and Syracuse, both located in Sicily. Messana, threatened by Syracuse, sought help from both Rome and Carthage, leading to a complex series of events that escalated into full-scale war between Rome and Carthage.
The war was marked by several key battles, most notably the naval battles. At the outset, Rome lacked a powerful navy and was at a disadvantage. However, the Romans quickly adapted, building a fleet of ships and developing new naval tactics, such as the corvus, a boarding device that allowed Roman soldiers to engage Carthaginian ships in hand-to-hand combat. This innovation helped Rome secure several important victories at sea. Despite early successes, the war dragged on for over 2 decades, with neither side able to secure a decisive advantage. The turning point came in 241 BCE, when the Roman fleet, under the command of Gaius Lutatius Catulus, defeated the Carthaginians at the Battle of the Aegates Islands. Weakened and facing internal political pressures, Carthage sued for peace. The resulting peace treaty forced Carthage to cede control of Sicily to Rome and pay a substantial indemnity.
Second Punic War, 218 to 201 BCE. The Second Punic War is perhaps the most famous of the three, largely due to the legendary Carthaginian general Hannibal Barca. The war began in 218 BCE and was sparked by growing tensions between Rome and Carthage, particularly over Carthage's expansion in Spain. Rome's alliance with the city of Saguntum, which Carthage viewed as within its sphere of influence, was the immediate trigger for the war. Hannibal's audacious crossing of the Alps with a diverse army, including war elephants, is one of the most celebrated military feats in history. Once in Italy, Hannibal inflicted several crushing defeats on the Roman legions, most notably at the Battle of Cannae in 216 BCE, where his forces encircled and annihilated a much larger Roman army. For years, Hannibal ravaged the Italian peninsula, but despite his battlefield successes, he was unable to capture Rome itself.
Meanwhile, Rome adapted this strategy, avoiding direct confrontation with Hannibal and focusing on undermining Carthage's influence elsewhere. The Roman general Scipio Africanus led a successful campaign in Spain, effectively cutting off Hannibal from reinforcements. Scipio then took the fight to North Africa, forcing Hannibal to return to Carthage to defend his homeland. The war culminated in the Battle of Zama in 202 BCE, where Scipio decisively defeated Hannibal. Carthage was once again forced to sue for peace, losing its territories in Spain and agreeing to severe restrictions on its military capabilities. Third Punic War, 149 to 146 BCE. The Third Punic War, fought between 149 and 146 BCE, was the final and most destructive of the three conflicts. By this time, Carthage had been significantly weakened and posed little threat to Rome. However, the Roman Senate, influenced by figures such as Cato the Elder, who famously ended his speeches with "Carthage must be destroyed," sought to eliminate Carthage once and for all.
The pretext for the war was Carthage's violation of the previous peace treaty by waging war against the neighboring Numidian king, an ally of Rome. The Roman Senate declared war, and a massive Roman army laid siege to Carthage. The Carthaginians mounted a desperate defense, and the siege turned into a brutal and protracted conflict.
After 3 years of fighting, Roman forces led by Scipio Aemilianus finally breached the city's defenses. The fall of Carthage was followed by its systematic destruction. The city was burned to the ground, and its surviving inhabitants were either killed or sold into slavery. The once great city of Carthage was reduced to ruins, and its territories were annexed by Rome, becoming the Roman province of Africa.
Legacy of the Punic Wars. The Punic Wars had a profound impact on the ancient world and the subsequent history of Europe. The destruction of Carthage marked the end of a powerful civilization that had dominated the Western Mediterranean for centuries. With the elimination of its greatest rival, Rome emerged as the supreme power in the Mediterranean region.
The wars also had significant consequences for Rome itself. The vast wealth acquired from Carthage and its territories fueled Rome's expansion and transformation from a republic into a dominant imperial power. The war also exposed Rome to new cultural influences, particularly from the Hellenistic world, which would shape Roman society in the centuries to come.
The Punic Wars remain one of the most studied conflicts in ancient history, offering insights into the dynamics of power, the consequences of imperial ambition, and the complexities of military strategy. The epic struggle between Rome and Carthage is a testament to the enduring legacy of these two great civilizations and their lasting influence on the course of Western history. Thank you for watching the video, The Punic Wars, provided by History and Current Events. This is Sarah, Lily, Gina, Brian, and Tony have contributed so far as narrators. Thank you.